Hi everybody, we're here from a whole range of different campaigns and groups concerned about the climate to demand real change that's going to make a difference, that's going to challenge the climate emergency. I'm here from one very particular campaign, and that's the campaign for better buses in South Yorkshire. It might sound like a very small issue when we look at the huge issue that we face of the climate emergency and the threat to the planet as a whole, but let's look at the figures. Transport is one of the major providers of CO2 emissions in the world and in the UK. And of that figure, the majority of it comes from private cars and private lorries. One of the answers that's going to start to challenge that is if we have a public transport system that works for people instead of to build the profits of the private bus companies who are interested in paying out the shareholders, running profitable routes, but not thinking about what people and communities actually need. So what we're campaigning for is for our buses to be brought back under public control through franchising as the first step towards public ownership, which is actually what we should have. But franchising is a possibility that's on the table at the moment. Manchester, Liverpool, West Yorkshire are all opting at the moment to move to a system of franchising that allows the transport authorities to make decisions about routes and fares and to put the investment in that's actually needed. We need South Yorkshire to make the same decision. If you look at what happens here compared to what happens in London, where they've never had privatisation of the buses, it shows the difference. In London you can travel across the whole city for £1.50. Buses run 24 hours a day. You don't even have a timetable on most routes. If one's just gone, there'll be another along in a few minutes. There is huge investment in the transport system in London. We want the same investment everywhere because at the moment we've got communities that are isolated, we've got people in poverty who can't afford to travel for hospital appointments, to visit relatives, even to go shopping because they can't afford the bus fares. We've got people who are forced to run cars who would rather not. And just to point out about that, we stop people using cars not by punishing parked car drivers who are forced to do that because there isn't an alternative, but by providing reliable, cheap or even free public transport that is attractive to people. So I urge you, if you're not already in contact with the campaign for better buses for South Yorkshire, we've got one of the leaflets is about public transport. It's got contact details on there. We're upping the pressure on Jarvis at the moment, so we're launching a megaphone campaign, which is an online email message to him and all the council leaders. We want hundreds of people to send those emails. You can get in touch with me through the campaign to be told how you can do that. And next Friday, we're having our first public demonstration since COVID. We're going to the South Yorkshire Passenger Transport buildings, it's called the Sheffield City Legion now, on Broad Street with banners and placards to make a noise and get the press along. And then we're going to march up through the bus station to the town hall to get the message across. We need to show that the majority of people in South Yorkshire want to see an end to the privatisation that has destroyed our public transport system. We want to see a better way of helping people to travel around the country, and a campaign is what we need to fight for that. So please support us. It's all part of the argument.